Over the last 5 seasons, we've given away over $2 million worth of dream prize rigs. And now, this could be your chance to live the All for Adventure dream. This year, we've assembled another awesome prize package valued at over $245,000. There's a brand new Isuzu D-Max, which has been fully kitted out with all the gear you need to confidently head off the beaten track and make it back again. On the hitch, there's a Jayco Crosstrack for a bit of luxury. And there's a U-Force 1000 from CF Moto for a bit of fun. There's a boat and outboard package, some fishing gear, not to mention $5,000 from BCF so that you've got all the gear for your trip away. One lucky person can win all this, and it could be you. Collect your bonus keywords to increase your chances. And if you're an Unleashed subscriber, you can double your chances to win. Register now and you too could be living the All for Adventure dream. Get a load of all this gear here. Like, there's just absolutely truckloads of it. Now, this is the Live the All for Adventure Dream prize pack. Now, all this gear behind me is like $245,000 worth of gear. How cool is it? Wouldn't it be good to own this whole setup? I don't know about you, but I pretty much would go, oh my God, if I ever won this. Well, that could be you. So what I'm gonna do today, guys, I'm gonna show you all the bits and pieces that goes into building this prize, this Live the All for Adventure prize, you know what I mean? Like, there's so much work. All our sponsors have put a lot of hard work into this build. And myself including, I've put a lot of work into it. So let's have a run through and see what you actually get when you get $245,000 worth of Live the All for Adventure dream. All right, let's start with an Isuzu D-Max, 2022 model Isuzu D-Max. Now, this is the top of the range Isuzu D-Max, and mate, it has got all the fruit. Now, first of all, I'm gonna start right down here. It's got a Brown Davis bash plate. So fully kitted out bash plate underneath here to protect all your underbody. Now, it's an XTM 12,000 pound winch if you get bogged. And that, if you have a look here, is mounted into the off-road animal bar. Now, these are a very cool looking bar. Like, they're really sleek. They just look good, but they also perform. You know, they'll hold your 12,000 pound winch in there. They hold recovery points on the side. But here's the best part about these off-road animal bars is you can actually take your winch out and service it, okay? You can do that without having to take the bar off. It literally comes out of the front of that bar. Now that, I reckon, is a big key feature. When you're trying to service winches, that's a massive thing. All right, so we've got some XTM lights here. So these are the Slimline XTM light bars. We've got one up in here, one down in here. We've got a Uniden, so it's got a full UHF set in it. So it's got the heavy duty Uniden aerial on it, as you can see, mounted on there, with the adjustable bracket, by the way. Got that adjustable bracket going on there, so you can adjust the angles and lock them. All right, so if we keep going, we'll pop up to the top here. Now, the other thing you'll notice is we've got some full off-road tyres. I don't muck around with tyres. I reckon if you're gonna go out into the bush and you're gonna go hardcore, let's get some mud tyres. So these are the Predator mud terrains from Black Bear, okay? So they're a really good chunky tyre. These are the ones we used down in Tasmania, and mate, they were awesome, absolutely awesome. Now down here, it's in a rim, so these are the new ROH rims, okay? So this is one of their new patterns here. It's a good looking rim. I reckon it goes really well with the whole setup. They are a rated rim. That's very important these days when you're carrying a lot of load. So they're rated, which means they can carry the load that they're meant to carry. All right, up on top here, you'll notice we've got a pipe snorkel, okay, or a tube snorkel they call it. Now these are built by Fats, okay, Fats up in Rockhampton. They make a really nice looking tube snorkel, okay, and that goes into an airbox in there. Now, we've also got the mirrors. Now these mirrors are the Clearview, okay, next gen mirrors, okay? So this is the next level stuff. So they are towing mirrors, so they are fully adjustable out, so you can see the Caravan, which I'll get to. Caravan on the back, the Jayco. Okay, see that? Fully adjustable, and you can adjust the distances out too. Just whatever setting you want, or fully closed in. Now they are electric, fully adjustable, They fold in, okay? They've got that feature where they can fold in if you hit something. They've got all the indicators are sitting on the side here, and also there's a little puddle light here as well. Now, before we go to the canopy, I'll just show you the Rhino rack. Now, this is what we call this is our shovel holder here. You can have a look at that. That's a long-handled shovel with some cool, nifty little lockable shovel holders, which are quick and easy. If you're into the digging like I am, it is quick and easy. Now, this is a platform tray, okay, with a backbone. So if you have a look here, this is the little backbone system, and that has all the mounting points on top, so we can mount light bars on there if we wanted to, side lights, you can mount your Max Tracks up there, you can mount shovel holders, okay, that's their stow it. All this is their stow it, quick and easy stow it system, and that's got heaps of other accessories that you can attach to it. This is the canopy. Now, this canopy here is a full-time, heavy-duty Norweld canopy, okay? So it's full-time, meaning it stays on there the whole time. It's got a water tank, 60-litre water tank under there. That's what the filler nozzle is here. It's a 60-litre water tank. We've got incorporated mud guards. So these are the wide, fully incorporated mud guards that can be, again, it's modular. You can bolt them on and unbolt them. Toolbox storage down here. If you want to have a quick look at that, I'll just show you that one. Get a load of that. So it's a really good toolbox at the back there. Lots of storage. I do like toolbox storage because you can put the stuff in there that you don't want to stick inside the cab. Let's have a look inside the canopy here. Okay, so we'll open up the canopy. And voila, check that out. Well, of course, if you're going to go out and do these wild places in your adventure rig, you're going to need to get recovered at some stage if you're going hardcore. So we've chucked in a premium adventure recovery system from Campos. That has all your lightweight, high-tech recovery components, which is pretty cool. Lightweight, very important these days. Now, I was just talking about modular before, so the canopies are set up so that you can actually take this drawer system out if you wanted to. It's just bolted in, so you can remove that if you want, if you need to use it for work. And then if you want to go out for play, then you can bolt it back in. But they're very generous drawer systems. Okay, pretty cool setup there. Like that. All right, let's go around the other side and I'll show you where the kitchen is, which is the most important part, I reckon. All right, here we go. So we're around the other side now. So you can see the Max Tracks are mounted up on here. So you've got a set of Max Tracks on your roof rack. Now you can mount all sorts of things on your roof rack if you wanted to, but we've mounted all the essentials. Shovel, Max Tracks, you know. What else do you need to get out of a recovery situation? All right, so we've obviously got a clear view mirror, another clear view mirror. They give you two apparently. So clear view mirrors there. Now we come around to the canopy side of it. Okay, this is on the kitchen side, all right? Now, I'd just like to point out that this entire build, this D-Max, was built at McCormack's four-wheel drive. So those guys are the ones that did all the fit out. There we go, check it out. So we got some Uniden handheld radio there that goes with your, that actually comes with the prize, by the way. That's pretty cool. All right, so let's have a look first. So first of all, we've got the Easy Slide from Clearview. Now, if you haven't seen these things, they're pretty cool. Watch this, okay? Slides out, like that, and then of course goes down like that. Alrighty, how easy is that? Now, this fridge here, we've got a 69 litre My Coolman fridge, okay? Now it's a fridge freezer, 12 volt. These are a really cool bit of gear, okay? I've used a couple of different fridges in my time, but I'm finding the My Coolman, I'm rating it really well. So you get a 69 litre that comes in this Easy Slide, okay? So you can cool everything down, whether it be beers or tomatoes for your sandwich or whatever it is you want to put in there, you want to cool down. All right, now the other side of it, we've got what's called the Clearview kitchen, okay? So have a look at that. Now this is on an Easy Slide as well, and I'll show you this. This is really cool. So out she comes, she drops down. So you drop it down real easily. All right, and then you flick the little button here on the top and you start setting her up. Look at that. So basically, it's a full kitchen setup in your canopy. Have a look in here, and then we've got a little thing in here. Oh yeah, even comes with a sink. That's a little pop-up sink. So if you're thinking where I was going to do the dishes, well, I was going to do the dishes in there. But basically, it's a storage unit slash kitchen. Okay, so you've got storage in here, and then you've got all these little bench tops that you can work on to do your cooking. So you probably put your gas cooker in there, something like that. You know, you see everything's nice and compact for when you're out in the field. So whack that in there. Now, if you watch when I put it all together, have a look at this. So pack it back up. You can come in here and you can access the same storage in through that little door there. So just if you want to get something out quickly, you can just stick your hand in there and away you go. And then to put it all away, clear view, easy slide, away we go. Bob's your uncle. Now, it's also fully, and I'm going to move this out of the way for you, it's also fully wired up. So this whole canopy has got its independent 12 volt and 240 system. Now, what does that mean? Well, basically, if you have a look here, we've got a Red Arc Manager 30. Okay, so Manager 30 is BC-DC, AC-DC, and of course it has solar input. So all this runs off a 200 amp hour lithium battery, which is 12 volt. And all this system runs independently of the vehicle and can charge and run everything in your canopy. It's a pretty neat little system. We've got lighting in here. As you can see, we've got some lighting in the roof on either side. All right, so that at night you've got all that coverage. Now, that is the kitchen setup and that's the canopy setup. All right, underneath here, we've got three important things, and I reckon they're pretty important when you're going to go out into the sticks. First of all, it's got a suspension lift in it. So it's got a lift kit. It's a 2-inch lift. It's a heavy duty with GVM upgrade. Now that's from Outback Armour. You have a look under there. It's got some really good shock absorbers. They've replaced the rear springs, so they've got all new leaf springs. That's to carry the extra load of the canopy, what you put in the canopy, and also when you're towing a van, because you've got ball weight and all that sort of stuff. And of course the front, you've got bull bar, winch, you know, you've got roof rack on board. You've got to think of all these things. But what it does, it gives you that GVM upgrade and that peace of mind. Also, we've also got a long range tank. Now these things start off, I think, at roughly about, they're about 70 litre in the main tank. They're just in the standard tank. So we've almost doubled it with a Brown Davis long range tank, and that's nearly 140 litres of diesel you can put in this truck. So you imagine how far you could go on 140 litres of diesel. It's also got a Torque stainless steel DPF backed exhaust system, okay, which looks pretty flash, mind you. So with all that combined underneath, you've got yourself a pretty cool touring rig. All right, let's have a look at what's up on top of the canopy here. So we've got ourselves a batwing awning from Rhino Rack. Okay, so that's a 270-degree shade awning, which is pretty awesome when you set that up, okay, over the whole kitchen of this, the back of this truck. Oh, let's get a look in the pilot seat of this little truck. Okay, so now it's a Isuzu D-Max and it's an LSU model, so it's packed with awesome features. But the things that the guys at McCormack's 4-wheel drive have installed, well, of course, the first thing you'd want is a radio from Uniden. So we've got a 5-watt radio from Uniden there. Uniden have also given us a iGo crash cam, so it's an iGo 90. Now this is 4K, mind you. So if you want to find out who made the mistake when you had the accident or not, that's up to you. You can record the whole incident using that crash cam, but you can also record your entire adventure if you wanted to. So that's a pretty cool feature there. All right, so you're out on the tracks and you're getting yourself covered in mud and dirt, and I know, my kids get covered in the works. So you get yourself a good set of seat covers. So we put some heavy duty canvas Superfit seat covers in here. Now they're all for Adventure branded. You can see the little branding on the side there. That's pretty cool. So that'll cover all your heavy duty dirt that you want to bring on board for when you're on your adventure. Now, the Isuzu D-Max is a capable towing rig. Now, there's no doubt about it because we've proven that time and time again when we use this to tow a lot of gear off-road. And that's when vehicles really get stressed, and that's where the most pressure is put on them. And the D-Maxes handle it quite well. They've got a 3.5 tonne towing capacity, okay, and with the GVM upgrade, well, it makes it an awesome package, especially if you're going to be towing something. And we'll get to that in a minute because we've got a Red Arc Tow Pro for that particular reason. So with the Red Arc Tow Pro Elite, I'm going to show you what this little sucker can tow. Alrighty, let's have a look at what the Isuzu D-Max is going to tow. Now this is a 16-foot Jayco Crosstrack with outdoor kitchen, air conditioning, and all the fruit you could absolutely imagine. Now this is pretty cool. Now it's a hybrid type caravan, which means it's pop top, off-road, it's indoor, outdoor, meaning a kitchen outside. There's a little bit of a kitchen on the inside. It's got the Jayco independent suspension under it. And it's also got this awesome shower, toilet, sink, double bed, all those things inside. Let's start with the outside first. So first of all, if we have a look in here, this is where you keep your fridge, okay? So it's got a fridge on the outside. All right, have a look at this. So in here, we've got a My Coolman fridge. All right, so plenty of capacity there. My Coolman fridge. Now it's a 12-volt fridge freezer, so that means that this whole van can also run 12-volt and 240. We'll get onto that in a minute. Now, the other thing you'll notice is it's got this outdoor kitchen, okay? So we'll have a look in here. It was already open, but we'll have a look. Slip this out. Now this is the coolest part of the kitchen. Look at that. Now access the kitchen. Boom, here you are. And we've even got some kitchenware in here. So, oh yeah, look. So we've got Camp Boss. We've got a Jaffle iron, the signature Jaffle iron from Camp Boss. Then we've got the ultimate camp cooking bundle. So you want to cook on the fire with your camp oven. Perfect setup. But if you're sick of cooking on the fire with the camp oven, you can just use the gas burner stove here. So it's got a 2-burner gas stove, okay, which is pretty cool. Runs on gas, which then of course runs on the hot water system, which is also electric as well. So that's a pretty cool feature. Gives you hot and cold running water right there at the sink. Might even have some hot and cold running water. Oh, look at that, we've even got some water in there and it works. All right, so good lighting system here. So you got run LED lights, good storage space, lots of cupboards. Okay, we got some storage space down here. Okay, where you can store things. Oh, here we go. We've got a Camp Boss light. Okay, so one of those fully blown Camp Boss lights. They're like 2,700 lumens. That thing's out of control. It'd light up this whole campsite, mate, at night. It's that good. All right, so good storage space under there. All right. And then let's get a look. Oh yeah, you got an awning, by the way. Check out the awning there. So it's a fully roll-out awning. If you want to put a TV in here, we've got some TV outlets. We've got some power points in here. So when you're at the caravan park, you can hook up your 240 power. Okay. Come inside the palace. Get a load of this. This has got to be the pad from hell. Double bed. Inner spring mattress, very comfortable, mind you, because I have tested it. It really is the home away from home. This is a really cool features in this caravan. We've got some little fans, we've got some lights, we've got windows, and you know, it's a pop top, so you pop it up. We've got vent light, you know, you've got a vent in the roof there for lighting, like a little sunroof. You've got here, you've got air conditioning, okay? We've got an aerial on the roof if you want to run your TV. And we've also got behind us here, you have a look at this one, we've got toilet and shower, okay? So you have a look in here. So hot and cold running water, it's got a flush toilet, you name it, mate, which is pretty cool to have in a caravan of this size. Now, remember I said there's a sink, okay? A little kitchen inside with drawers, okay, for storage, cupboard, okay? You want to store stuff in the cupboard, and, you know, you could probably prepare an easy meal in there, but outside's where it's at. Alrighty, so if you think that is a great prize, well, that's not all, there's more. There's this, have a load of this. This is an awesome CJ 3.7 Nomad high side. Now, this is the exact tinny that we use on the shows, okay? It's a pretty awesome bit of gear. Now, it's sitting on a trailer. It's got a 20 horsepower, fuel injected, Mercury outboard, which, if you wanted to, would fit in the back of your canopy there if you took the drawers out. Now, that's not all, there's more. There's so much more. Check this out. So that you can find all the fish, we've got a 9-inch sonar GPS from Ray Marine. 9-inch, that's huge. So that's good. You can set that up in your tinny, and mate, that'll put you on the fish, no worries. And how do you catch the fish? Well, you got to catch fish with some Shimano gear. So we've got some awesome Shimano gear here to go with it. There's some extra stuff. We've got hats and all that sort of stuff. And also, don't forget, we've got some tonic eyewear. So we've got some tonic sunglasses. There's a his and hers pack of tonic sunglasses. All right. And you think, oh yeah, that's it. He's done, isn't he? Keep going, there's more. Okay, now have a look at this. We've got these little mini Max tracks. Now, they're only small. I wonder if you use them on the D-Max. I don't reckon you use them on the D-Max. I reckon you'd use them with this thing. Check this out. This is a U-Force 1000 from CF Moto. This is a 4x4 side-by-side absolute weapon of a rig. Exactly the same side-by-side that we used on the show. We even took these to Tasmania. And I can tell you, being a first-time user of the CF Moto, very impressed. They are a gutsy, really powerful little bit of kit, this thing. Now it's 1000cc, now it's your work ute. This is gonna be your work ute on the farm, it's gonna be your work ute out on your next adventure. It even tows your boat around if you want it to. So pretty cool setup. This one's even set up in camo, just in case you want to get lost and no one can see you, or you want to go hunting with it. So CF Moto 1000, CF 1000, pretty awesome bit of kit. Now if you have a look there, that's a pretty good setup. The 20 horsepower Mercury, you've got the little CJ tinny there, the 3.7, okay, which is pretty good. That's a pretty good little package, that one, very economical. The trailer, so we can go and launch it. And then of course the CF Moto. Now one more thing that I've got to mention as well, just in case you get stuff bogged really badly, well, you can chuck the Max Track, okay, the Max Track skid row underneath the hitch there if you want to disconnect and get it out. That'll get you out of a sticky situation, I reckon. Now, with this package, that outboard there, it's going to need a little bit of servicing. So Brisbane Marine have chucked in $1,000 service voucher so that you can go and get this boat and outboard serviced at Brisbane Marine. That's pretty cool. Then all that, you're sort of thinking, this is a pretty big prize pack. That's going to cost me a lot to insure it. Well, we've thought about that as well. So Club 4x4 have helped us out as well, and they've said, how about we give them $1,000 voucher towards insuring this prize package. That's pretty cool. Now, you've got this whole package. Oh, this is a really cool setup and there's everything here. Oh, there's no doubt about it. So I've had a little bit of a think about it, and you're sitting there and you're going, you know, you're going to need some extra things like, you know, some fishing shirts, some hats, you know, maybe some more fishing rods for the kids, and some chairs, some camping chairs, and some cutlery, and all these bits and pieces you're going to need. Wow. Where could you get all that stuff? Well, I'll tell you what, you could go to BCF. Well, the guys at BCF have thrown in a $5,000 gift card. Now, I don't know about you, but this entire prize package comes together for $245,000. Now, over the years, would you believe it? And get this, over the years, we have given away here on All for Adventure and Keys to Adventure over $2 million worth of prizes. How cool is that? And there have been so many smiles put on so many dials. So, enter yourselves into this competition. All our sponsors come together to bring this pack to life and call it the Live the All for Adventure Dream. And all you gotta do is enter, and it could be yours. Remember, somebody does win it, and that could be you.